with For Humanities and Survive and Thrive. So, we are here to talk about Sponsor the Big Cup Thursday. So, for those of you guys who are here and just coming in, I am Shannon with For Humanities, and we are an online t shirt brand. We design and create socially conscious t shirts that spark social change and restore humanity. We're also, as the founder of Survive and Thrive Cancer Recovery Conference or Cancer Recovery, we're going to be hosting, of course, our fourth annual Survive and Thrive Cancer Recovery Conference coming October 9th and 10th. So tonight we're going to be talking about the big cup because you guys know we have this big old cup that we want you guys to know more about, and it is bit.ly/sponsor the big cup. So that's where it is, and that's where you can go and check it out. I think my link is not right, so hold on just a second. bit.ly sponsor the big cup. So let's see. Nope, we still kind of got it wrong. bit.ly. Problem is you be putting a comma as opposed to a period. So we're here. We thank all of you guys for coming in. For those of you guys who know, we do sponsor the Big Cup on every Thursday, pretty much. This time we are going to be talking about Survive and Thrive and letting you see the Big Cup is back. And this is the Big Cup for those of you guys who didn't know. And the Big Cup is actually real, and here it is. And this is this big old cup that I usually will drink from when we do this on Thursdays. For those of you guys who know, right now we are broadcasting on Facebook, Twitch, YouTube, and Periscope. So you guys know if I'm using Restream, I cannot see you guys. The only way I know you're there is when you say hello. So thank you guys for coming. So when we talk about the big cup, I have shared with you guys that we talk about why we have this big cup and why it's such a big thing. And as you can see, this big cup is like as big as my face. So it's really, really big, and it is a big cup. And it is actually a cup. It's not a bowl. It's not a pot. It's not any of those things. It's actually a big cup. And the cup is so big, it took the camera out of focus. Did y'all see that real quick? Yes, I did. And we drink from this cup because it's full of water. Can y'all see that water? I don't know if y'all can see that. But we got to be real careful of the cup because we don't want to break it. We've had that cup for about 4 years now that we've been broadcasting live, talking to you guys about Survive and Thrive. So actually, let me turn this way so that my face is a little bit over. So thank all of you guys for coming. So again, you guys already know I'm Shannon. For those of you guys who know that Survive and Thrive Cancer Recovery Conference is coming October 9th and 10th. We are looking to raise funds for those who have been diagnosed with cancer and how we can help them offset the cost of their copay by helping them pay for those copays so they have proper aftercare so that they can thrive. Now, we know that aftercare for cancer is just, it's costly as well because usually at that point you're changing your lifestyle, you're changing your eating, you're changing, probably sometimes your environment because it's known some cities probably have, more pollution than other cities. And usually you want to change your environment because if you don't know where your cancer has originated from, because it's not genetic, it's nothing that, you smoke, you don't do any of the things that may preclude you to a high risk of cancer. It's just one of those things, and you have to do a process of elimination because you don't know where it came. So then you need to figure out ways that you can eliminate that. So when we look at recovery in the lives of those who have been diagnosed, we want to be able to support them and help them because cancer recovery affects everyone. It is a win win for the community, it's a win win for businesses, and for families as well, because we have to know that when someone or a loved one has been diagnosed with cancer, then the family itself is a part of that circle, and it's a part of that process. Now, and of course, the cancer survivor themselves, or the person who's been diagnosed, is the primary factor, but the family is also there as well, supporting them, and they may have made adjustments in their lives so that they can care for a loved one, which is very impactful and is very traumatic on the lives of everybody. So, what our goal is with Survive and Thrive is to be that conduit, to be that catalyst, to be able to support survivors so that they don't have to worry so much as far as how they're going to get the copays paid for, how they're going to do the aftercare. Now, knowing that after your cancer treatment, you still have to follow up with your oncologist to be ensured that your body is still in remission, and you still you haven't had any setbacks. So you have to pay to be able to go to the doctor. And the one thing right now, which is such a great impact, is COVID-19, and looking at the fact that some families have lost their jobs, some families have lost their sole ability to be able to provide that insurance payments so that the survivor can go to the doctor. Those are some things that are very prevalent, and we need to know that those things exist. Just because we see one thing don't mean that lives of those who have family members or children who are diagnosed with cancer, and how are they going to continue with their services and have to not worry about certain things that may affect the families and their livelihoods during this time. So part of what we are going to be doing October 9th and 10th, we're coming together to celebrate life, and we're here to celebrate recovery, and looking at recovery in the sense of how we can support families with their process of recovery. And we do that by way of this big cup. So this big cup is our catalyst of change, as Dr. Tammy would say, which is one of our speakers. And we're going to show you guys some of the speakers again. And the big cup is what we do. We come here, we're enabling you to, if you like to be a part of this platform, you can be a sponsor for $35. You can be a sponsor and getting your name on our page, so that people will know that your company has been a part and has been a pivotal part of continuing to be able to support those who've been diagnosed with cancer. Now, how this works is I usually drink from this cup. So some of you guys probably are like, what is she doing? Why she keep on drinking water? Because part of this goal and how this cup became what it is because of the water that I'm drinking from it and that I drink from it. And I'll tell you a little bit of that story on why I drink from this cup. Now, some of you guys know that back in 2015, I was diagnosed with triple negative breast cancer. Thus my poofy ponytails, as you guys see me come on here, because this is all new growth from not having no hair at all, gone totally, no eyebrows, no eyelashes, no hair, totally bald, no hair. So some of you guys know that, and you guys have seen, those pictures, and you've seen where I have basically have shared with you guys, no hair, just hair gone, and that's it. So the thing is that what we also want to do is let you guys know that this big cup has been a major part of our recovery, and it has been the major thing that has allowed us to continue to support cancer survivors as well, and knowing and having firsthand knowledge of that. So back in 2015, when I was diagnosed and I was going through my treatment, and I would come here with you guys and we would talk, and I would share with you guys what the day was like, how the treatment went, how I feel, what was happening, what I was feeling through my body, how the treatment gone. But I would be here and I would be sweating because that chemo, all that stuff in my system would just really just cause me pores. Everything was just open. I was so internally hot. It was crazy. I call it internal inferno, because that's what I felt. And as time went on, I would be here live, and I'm sitting here and I'm sweating, and I'm like, okay, you guys. So Dr. Landry came on, and she would always tell me to drink lots of water, because one of the things, of course, that you wanted to do after chemo is you wanted to drink lots of water to flush your system, to get the chemo as much out of your system as possible, because it's just not good. You got something going into you that can kill you, that's trying to kill something that's trying to kill you. So that was a triple negative altogether. So as time went on, I was like, well, I need something big enough to be able to drink while I'm doing the broadcast at one time and not have to get up and go get more water. So I went out one day, and then I found this big old cup. So again, the big cup. Found this big old cup. It's like probably, I don't know, about 18, 16 ounces. I can't even tell. It's just a lot of water. It's a big cup. And when I was coming, I would be getting the cup and drinking from it like you see here, and people would comment on the cup. We were in the process of fundraising. We were looking for funds for those of you guys who love to support the platform, because you or your family members have definitely been impacted by cancer. And we wanted to be able to raise funds so that we can do this conference and give cancer survivors and their loved ones a platform so that they can come, have fun, tell stories, hear stories, have a comfortable, safe place so that they can do and eat some food too at the same time. So we would be raising funds, but nobody was actually being the sponsors. And I didn't get anyone, but I was like, I'm going to keep coming. And I came every day, every day. I kept coming back, and I was relentless in my ask. Okay, I was relentless in my ask, and I was kept on asking and kept on asking and talking about it and talking about it and sharing with you guys the stories, what cancer and the recovery part, and how each day in my body and my bones and my muscles and my memory that was fading in and out. That was so crazy. If I could just explain to you guys that's like you sitting here talking about something, and then in 1.5 seconds you forgot what you were saying. And then, or either you forgot where you were going and why. Okay, more so why you were going that way. Not necessarily, you ain't lost in the woods and stuff, but you just really didn't know. You forget within mid sentence or something of stride. You're like, okay, now where was I going to get? And then you forget. And then you just totally had to just forget about it and then just come back. If you didn't write things down, you would forget. Totally forget. So we came here every day, sharing with you guys, share with you guys either I lost some hair, with more hair that was gone, and oh, now look at this happening and that happening. My fingernails were turning all black. Everything. It was fingernails falling off. I lost like 2 toenails. Crazy. The point of the matter is that we wanted to bring to you guys how sharing the stories is what brought us all together. Sharing the stories, being able to share. Now, I totally understand our young man Chadwick and his desire to not share his story, because the one thing that I do know is that people, they kind of will cancel you out, or they will figure that your cancer is so monumentous that it's like taking over your life, which it does, but to the point that they will sort of exclude you, and not necessarily on purpose, but they feel that they're doing the best thing by not trying to put too much on you. But what that also does, it eliminates you, it puts you off, and it puts you away from society and the movement of life. And that's not what you want to do. You want to continue to have life and continue. So as time went on, we asked for folks about this cup. People kept talking about the cup and asking about the cup, and like, oh, well, what's this cup? And oh, that's a big old cup, and I would love to have that cup. So as time went on, God told me to ask people who wants to sponsor this big cup. So we were just sitting here and said, who wants to sponsor this big cup? And I would share with you guys. And as you can see, this cup was just full of white space. So what I would do is I would put the person's logo right here on the cup. So every time I would lift this cup up, that people will see it and they would see that person's logo and image, and we would share about their business, share about their company and what they did and how it went and all the details and where you could find them if you were interested. And as time went on, this big cup has become a staple part of Survive and Thrive in our fundraising, because within time, people were asking if they can sponsor this cup. We got hundreds and hundreds of dollars. People were just bringing in $100, $50, $80, $500. I had people inbox me to say, well, could I sponsor the big cup? And I'm like, oh my God, is this for real? And it was, yes, it was for real. And even to this day, we still have people who have sponsored this big cup for hundreds of dollars. And we definitely appreciate everybody, because to me, I see it as a win-win. It's an opportunity for you to win. It's an opportunity for cancer survivors to win as well. Because during the time when you're going through cancer, it doesn't seem like a win at the time. It's like everything is lost. But I want you guys to know that it's not a loss. It's not a loss as long as you have people like you have people like me who will continue relentlessly to fight and to continue to bring the message and share with you guys and in the joy of the fact of just having life. And then when my hair started growing back, that was like crazy, because my hair grew back like white. It was like silver and it was like spiky little thingies. Y'all seen them pictures? If y'all haven't seen them, y'all need to go check them out. But it was crazy. I was like, I was cool with it though. I was like, well, shoot, that would be nice if my hair grew back all white like that. That would be like the coolest thing. Because when you decide, when I go gray, I want to just go all gray. I just want it all to be white. And that would be like silver, like for real. I love that. But it didn't. It ended up turning black. Um, but now, it kind of got some gray in there. But the thing is that when you think about some of the worst situations that you could be in, turn to a survivor and then just look and see how they continue to do it. They come, their perseverance, their dedication, their continued outlook on life, and continue to want to bring value and to be here and come. So we got this big cup, and we definitely appreciate all of you guys for being here and coming. So connect with us with Survive and Thrive Cancer Recovery Conference and learn more about Survive and Thrive. Learn more about what we're doing. I want to also show you guys I want to show you, let's see. Okay, no, not that. That's not the one. Okay, so let me show you guys. Let me show you guys our speakers. I want you guys to see who our speakers for Survive and Thrive Cancer Recovery Conference is going to be, and so that you can learn more about them. We have this wonderful lineup of women who are going to come and bring all of this wonderful information for you guys to learn more about what we're doing and how their business individually will come and support those who have been diagnosed with cancer, because we know that even if you were diagnosed with cancer, you still, have a desire to win and a desire to be a part of, everything else that everyone else is doing. So these are, of course, me, and I'm gonna just kind of go through this gamut of all of our folks, and I'm going to downsize myself because y'all know who I am, and that's me there. And we appreciate our sponsors. We appreciate StreamYard for being our sponsor, for being a part of Survive and Thrive. We appreciate them for giving us the platform to do what we do. We thank Self Inspired Apparel for also being a part of our event. They've continued to be a part of it, and we appreciate them for continuing to sponsor. Also, Bay Area Cleaning Professionals for also being a sponsor. They have continued to support the platform, and we hosted Survive and Thrive in Houston last year, so we were definitely appreciating them for sponsoring. We appreciate Dragon Media Productions for also being a sponsor, who have continued to support us with the Facebook, with a website, and all of some of the things that we do and we post, and all of the paperwork and the back end stuff that you don't know about. We thank Brunch Basics for also being a continued sponsor and sponsoring again. Their company specializes in safe products for your home to be able to have clean, safe, less toxic chemicals in your products. We thank Mainline Studios for being our videographer and doing the videos that you're going to be seeing, that you see about the event. And for the speakers and the vendors, we thank them for that. You can check them out. We have Miss Naturally Patricia. We also appreciate her for continuing to be a sponsor. She was a product sponsor 1 year, and then 2 years rather, and we continue to have her as a sponsor. We also thank Campbell and Campbell Construction for being one of our sponsors, a continued sponsor that has a construction company here in the San Joaquin area. So if you need some things built or fixed or cement, you can connect with them. We thank our speakers, our international speaker, Sass Edwards. She's going to be coming in all the way from France, and we appreciate her. She's our mindset coach who's going to be coming and talking about meditation and all things personal or self care. We also appreciate Latina Starling, who is our keynote speaker, a returning keynote. She is a retired military veteran, so we appreciate her and a survivor. We thank Dr. Tammy. She's going to come and bring that mindset and teach you how to move in the direction of more, with more as far as changing your mindset to get you motivated even during this crisis period. We also thank Elder Carmen, who's going to come and speak to you from mindset of recovery as a loved one and caring for someone who was also diagnosed with cancer, and self-care with travel. We thank Dr. Van V, who is our naturopathic doctor. If you want to learn about keto, you want to learn about naturopathic medicines, you want to come and ask the doctors, and we'll be able to have you. You can ask questions about things that you want to know more about health and things that's dealing with more of a natural process. We thank definitely Elaine Daisley. She's going to be coming by way of Create Financial Solutions. She is our accountant who wants to could tell you more about how to, get your money in alignment to make sure that you have money for a rainy day or for retirement, and you want to be able to do that too. We also thank our special guest that's going to be coming, Tamika Chambliss. She too is also a survivor, but she's also the creator or founder of a nonprofit organization, and you'll be able to learn more about that. So come and hear the stories of survivors. We also thank our vendor, Tina Blake. She has her paparazzi organization, a company that she does, which is going to be also a wonderful thing. And you can come and shop. She's going to be live where you can shop and get your jewelry live with her during this conference. We have here the conference is going to be October 9th and 10th. Our goal is to raise $5,000 to help cancer survivors thrive after cancer so that they can continue to go and have their care done, their aftercare, and meet the cost and cover the cost with their copays, so that would be one less thing that they have to worry about. So we got all of these things going on here, and I think that is it. I sponsored. So for those of you guys who sponsor, you can have this where it says I sponsored Survive and Thrive, and I am a sponsor. So we definitely appreciate everybody who have sponsored. And these are all of our lineup of all of our wonderful women. We have, of course, Intercessor Sylvia. I keep on not having that one on here. But Intercessor Sylvia is also going to be there. She is going to bring the word. She is an intercessor. She's going to be able to speak to us and pray. And we appreciate her too. So definitely not to miscount Intercessor Sylvia. So I need to make sure I get her flyer and put it on here too. So Intercessor Sylvia, we want you guys to know all about what we're doing and all of these women that are going to come to you on October 9th and 10th to be able to enjoy this event. So if you would like to be a part of the event, you can go to surviveandthrivecr.org and you can be a sponsor there. You can get your tickets. The tickets are only $35. So if you are definitely looking to become and be there, and it doesn't matter, you don't have to have cancer, you don't have to have had cancer or any of those things to be there at this event, because these women are going to be talking to you about, business. We're going to be talking to you about, ideas and business ideas and things of information that you would normally, have to pay a fee for. But we're going to be talking to you for $35. That's all you're going to pay, $35 to get filled with all of this information that all of these women will bring to you. So I thank you guys all for coming. You guys have a wonderful evening because it's time for us to go walking. So we appreciate you guys, and you guys have a wonderful day. And I'll see you guys in the morning for Fundraise Friday. So we'll again be talking about nonprofit organizations that you can support and you can give back to. So you guys have a wonderful evening, and rest well, drink lots of water, and I'll see you guys soon. Bye bye.